Hi, everybody. How are you? My name is Mary Beth, and I am the owner of Sustainable Lifestyle Solutions. I am bringing you today a calming and relaxing but active meditation and mindfulness activity that you can do today or any day that you want to. So if this is during the holiday season, you can do this while you are walking, while you are driving. You can do this while you're cooking or getting ready, doing your hair, putting your clothes on. Anything that is active. You do not need to sit down. You don't need to lay down. You don't need to close your eyes. So it's totally safe for you to do while you are being active. And actually, it's really wonderful to do. This will help you become more aware and to increase your ability to focus and stay in the present. So I just want you to start by taking a deep breath, breathing in through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. And again, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And again, breathing in through the nose and really sigh it out on your exhale. Now, I want you to tune in to everything that's around you, whether you are walking or driving, whether you are cooking or maybe exercising. What do you see around you? And I want you to name off 5 things that you see. Maybe it is the sidewalk or some trees, some grass. If you're in your car, maybe it's the steering wheel. Maybe you can see your hands on the steering wheel. But just name out in your mind or out loud 5 things that you can see. And once you're done with that, now I want you to pay attention to the things that you can feel. Tactile touch. What can you touch and feel against your body? Are you holding something in your hands? Can you feel your clothes against your skin? Maybe your hair against your face? But name off now 4 things that you can touch. And notice the textures of these 4 things. Maybe you can notice the smoothness of the steering wheel if you're driving. Or if you are cooking, maybe you notice the texture of one of the vegetables you're chopping. But just get an idea and tune into what it is that you are feeling right now physically. Maybe you can feel the socks on your feet in your shoes. So listing off 4 things that you can feel. And now I want you to pay attention to your sense of sound, hearing. What things do you hear right now? Maybe you can hear some traffic, or if you're inside, you can hear a heater switch on or a fire crackling. But what things can you hear? And I want you to list off 3 things that you can hear. And after you have found 3 things, I want you to pay attention to your sense of smell. Sometimes we have a very strong sense of smell, and sometimes it's very light. So just tuning in, can you smell anything? And if you can, list that out. I want you to list 2 things that you can smell. Maybe it's the trees if you're outside. Maybe it is what you're cooking. Or if you're driving, maybe it's the smell of your car. But see if you can smell 2 things. And lastly, I want you to tune in to your sense of taste. What kinds of taste, what kinds of things can you taste right now? Maybe you can taste if you just had some coffee, or if you've just eaten something, if you're chewing gum. But try to name off and at least one thing that you can taste. And I'm actually going to add one more thing. I know I said that the last one was the last thing, but now I want you to tune in to how you are feeling. And I want you to name off 2 emotions that you're feeling right now. Maybe you are feeling stressed or frustrated. Maybe you are feeling anxious or excited. So, what are you feeling right now? Tuning into that. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of, what am I feeling? And the last thing, I'm adding one more thing. I know I keep saying last thing, but the last thing, what can you give yourself to help yourself feel better? What's the first thing that comes to your mind? Maybe it's more sleep. Maybe it's some food if you're hungry, or you need something to drink if you're thirsty. Maybe it's a spa day. But just try to identify what comes to mind first when you think of, what do I need right now? So this type of a check-in, I like to call this a check-in, and it kind of builds off of, you may have heard of the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 exercise that we did at the beginning. 5 things that you can see, 4 things that you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. But then also checking in to, what emotions are you feeling right now? And what do you need? What does your body, what does your mind need right now? Don't try to overthink it, but just listen and pay attention to what comes to your mind first when you think of these things. So this type of a check-in can really help us be calm, be aware of our surroundings, be aware of our existence right now in the present moment, And then it can also really help us identify what can we give ourselves that we need right now. And you can come back to this meditation or mindfulness activity. It's the same type of thing. As I mentioned before, it's an active meditation and mindfulness activity that allows you to check in with yourself, allows you to calm down and relax and be more present in your daily life and give yourself what you need. So we're just going to end with a couple more deep breaths, breathing in through the nose, inflating the chest, and exhaling through the mouth. And one more time, breathing in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. I hope you've enjoyed this meditation. If you had, please like this video, comment, share it. I would be so appreciative. Subscribe to our YouTube channel when you have a chance. And I look forward to getting back with you for the next meditation. So have a great night.